Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back into the video, and today I'm going to be doing my Dragon Ball Super episode 40 English dub review. Oh, whew. All right. So, wow. This was the conclusion of, I don't know if it was the conclusion of the arc, but it was the conclusion of at least the tournament, so to speak. But that doesn't mean the arc's actually over yet. I think there's about another episode left of it, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, so, the final battle. It starts off with Goku and Super Saiyan Kaioken, or Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kaioken. Or Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, with Hit. They're fighting. Hit is getting strong. Like he's getting his cheating time skip ability is getting stronger basically when he fights Goku. It's getting stronger because let's face it, it is a cheating ability. It should be disqualified. Hit should have been disqualified already, but I mean, he cheated, but I mean, what I'm saying, like, he uses a cheat technique. I'm saying, like, he's using a cheat technique. According to Galactic Control, it's against the law, even though it's out of their jurisdiction. So, I mean, it's still a cheating ability. I don't give a shit. It's cheating. It's cheating. Cheating, man. Those are cheating words there. So it goes faster. The fights are intense, man. Like, I mean, this is like, oh my god. I was like just at the edge of my seat when they're talking. They're maneuvering each other. Goku. There was one point where you're worried. Goku's falling backwards, and then he powers up still, and he, hits right in the face. It's just so intense. The fight scenes were intense. You got, Beerus and Whis, they're at the edge of their seats trying to figure out, who's going to win. Beerus and Champa are at the edge of their seats trying to figure out who's going to win. That big attack at the beginning is how the episode started out. They're both on their respective representative stands, which means it's not a ring out. So they keep going, as Piccolo tried to reference to. So they continue fighting. They continue powering up. Well, Goku powers up. Hit just gets stronger with his cheating time skip thing. Or gets faster with it. Like I said, he hit him so hard that, it looked like Goku was out. You started seeing the Kaioken like go out, deplete, and then Goku gets back and just starts powering up right back to the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kaioken. I'm just gonna call it that because I prefer to call it Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kaioken rather than calling it Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Because I mean, I wish they would. I personally think they should have called the God mode Super Saiyan Ascended, or Super Saiyan God Ascended. And then Super Saiyan God Ascended Kaioken over what they ended up calling it, because I don't like the fact that it's not called by a god form because it is a god form. So, I don't like the fact that they took the god element out of it, but at the same time, I don't like the repetitive name of Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, but I don't like Super Saiyan Blue either because I feel that's a cop-out name. So I'm just gonna refer to it as its movie name, and then just put the Kaioken in there for everyone to get it. As a matter of fact, the video games are actually calling it that, believe it or not. So it's not like totally wrong at this point, since the video games are still calling it that, I guess. And the movie obviously was calling it that still, so it's not totally wrong whatever you refer to it as. At this point. But anyways, I should also mention that he's doing it times 10 because they said this in the last episode as well. So it's Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kaioken times 10. if that makes sense. So yeah, they're fighting, and the fighting is intense. You know, they have the punches, and like I said, Goku continues going. Like I said, Goku went right back for him, and he punched him, tracked right into his cheek, and it just looked so bossly. Looked so bossly. And then after that, you know, we got, you know, them just, you know, respecting one another. You see, you know, Goku puts his hand out, and Hit puts his hand out, and they have this respect factor because Hit is finally being pushed, and he actually even says he has a respectful rival, you know, now that can, you know, push him, and now Goku is getting pushed by Hit, so it's even more beneficial for each of them. Goku eventually gets to the point where he actually says, can they, you know, void the rules altogether and, you know, just go straight out. And he's like, well, you know, if you want that, you know, Hit's like, you know, you all right with me possibly killing you. And he's like, don't worry, that's not going to happen to me. Of course it's not going to happen to Goku. Goku's the hope of the universe. Everyone knows Goku can beat Hit, by the way. Like, Goku's the man. Like, you know, he's the main man. But anyways. So, what happens is Champa and Beerus then just continue fighting the whole time, you know, about, you know, the rules and shit, because Champa's like, okay with it, you know, and then Beerus is like, no, you can't make the rule changes, and then Goku's just like, oh, I'm just gonna forget this, you know, and he intentionally lets himself out of the ring and loses the match, which really pissed me off because I know Goku would have beaten Hit. And I know people are going to be like, well, Goku said later on that, you know, he was out of it. He was just saying that to Beerus so Beerus wouldn't, like, kill him. Okay? You know what I mean? Like, because Beerus was obviously pissed. Everyone knows Goku would have come from behind and won that match. Plain and simple. That's all I got to say. Anyways. So, he goes out of the ring, and like I said, Beerus is pissed and all butthurt about it, you know. You know, and Goku says, well, he would have beaten me anyways, you know, look at my, you know, muscle. Well, his muscle starts, you know, going on some steroid type, you know, shit there. Not really the steroid part, but you know what I mean. It just starts going all freaking weird and shit. You know, I guess those are the side effects of using the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kaioken. So, yeah. That happens. And so he falls down, and, like, they have to get him off and stuff like that. And now Beerus is all sad because he knows it's gonna be over now. And Whis is like, well, we got Amaku, right? And he's like, oh, no, because, you know, Amaku can't really fight. And Vegeta doesn't even know this yet, and he even asks Piccolo, what does he mean? He's like, you'll see. You know, because Vegeta doesn't even know, only Piccolo knows at this point. He just is like, you'll see, so he didn't even tell him, you know, and obviously Goku doesn't know, because Goku's like, like, he's supposed to be the strongest in our universe, and stuff like that. And so you see him, you know, he's starting to roll out and stuff like that, you know, gets onto the thing, and obviously Hit, you know, realizes when the fight starts, officially, so that's how it is. So he actually figures it out that these guys that Hit, that he really isn't, you know, or that Monaca's not really that strong. So Monaku then goes for a punch, and he goes for a punch and hardly even hits him, and Hit just decides to fall out of the ring, you know. And it's a ring out victory for Amaku, and then because of that, Team 7, Universe 7, Team Universe 7 wins officially, and as of right now, officially, as it pains me to say, that we have another one of these dumb characters in Dragon Ball Super, like we have Dragon Ball Z. I called it the moment Goku forfeited the match to Hit, that Hit was going to forfeit the match to Namaku. And I actually kind of called this right before it happened. But it is official that Namaku is now the new Hercule of Dragon Ball Super. So now everyone's going to have that as a versus debate now, because Hercule lies and Namaku is basically some false fantasy that Beerus hyped up that now has a feat of beating Hit, even though he really didn't. Hit just let him win. Yeah, kind of really annoys me now, because now we're going to have another obnoxious character like him. At least he's not bragging like Hercule will, though. Like, I don't think this is gonna get to his head. I don't think he gives a shit. At least I don't see that from Namaku like I do from Hercule. But yeah, that happened. Yeah, that sucks. But anyways, after that fight happens, Hit basically flies up to Champa and basically says, I don't need that teleporter anymore. Is like, and Champa just, starts, flooring out that energy blast, man. He's all pissed. You can tell he's mad. Oh, he is mad. He just wants to take freaking Hit out. He's like, I'm taking you out. You never listened to me this entire contest. It's time for the gods to take back over and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, while this was happening, Beerus was still in shock because, Namaku won. He was like, what? Namaku won? So this was happening. He's just charging it up. He's charging it up and shit. Like, he's ready to. And then, the Saiyan, from Universe 6 steps in. Chabet, steps in, and he's just like, no, we don't. He's like, don't worry, I'm killing you too. Champa's is all pissed. Like, he's just ready to destroy them all at this point. Goku wants to help, but Beerus says, no, you can't. While this is happening, Goku is still having his side effects from his Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kaioken attack. Wow, that is a mouthful. So this is going on, and they are just basically, Champa's just ready to take him out, and after this happens, then we get a visit from some weird short thing. I believe they called him Zunose at the end there. And they just kind of stared at him. He's got this weird purple thing and this little blue thing going, and I was like, who the hell is this guy? I was just like, must be really important, because they had like a couple of goons like right over there with them in the middle of the ring, so it had to be something like there had to be something to him. I don't know what, but I mean, we'll see in the next episode, obviously. But I mean, yeah, also in this episode, Goku had referred to the fact that he would like to fight Hit again when there are no rules and shit like that he has to, abide through Beerus and Champa. So, I expect we're going to see those two again if Champa doesn't end up killing Hit in the next episode. But we will see. Very interesting episode. It was a very straightforward episode because most of it was just fighting. And it was very intense fighting. So, by Goku and Hit. So I was very happy by this episode. Except for the fact that Goku lost, technically. I wanted Goku to win the tournament for real, you know? So, I was not happy about that. I was like, no, Goku, why did you let yourself lose like that? You're the man. You're the hope of the universe. So, I wasn't happy about that. Especially since you got this Namaku guy that everyone's now going to think is, like, the strongest in the universe when he isn't. He's just this weak. He's as weak as Hercule, damn it. He's probably weaker than Hercule, which is saying something. And now he's got a, like, thing where now he beat Hit. So, no, I do not like that at all. I do not like that at all. I think that's ridiculous that he beat Hit. But it gives the win to Universe 7. So, it's probably the only good thing. That's basically it, I think, from this episode. To take away from it, really, besides the fact that Goku didn't actually win, which he should have, and that there's this mysterious new character called Zeno, I think they called him, that appeared, and we're probably going to get more of an idea of what he is next week, but, it's kind of a little weird. He kind of looks like some of the guys from, the thing from earlier, from, like, Zunose or whatever, that big dude, like, he looks similar to him, only that guy was much bigger. But then again, the other guys that, like, his goons were much smaller, similar to the way this guy is, Zunose. So, we'll see how this unfolds. Let me know what you guys think about this episode. Did you like it? I liked most of the fight scenes. The only thing I hated was that Goku didn't win. He let himself lose. We all know Goku would have won this fight if it was for real. So, that's all I gotta say. Like, subscribe. All my playlist stuff is in the description box. And that's about it, guys. Comment, rate. If you like this video, my videos, please subscribe. And that's about it. I'm the SS Ultimate Goku, and I'm out of here. Peace!